Say myself, makusa. No, that was in there. Good morning. So first and foremost, hello everyone. It's your girl J Essence. And this is a new setup. It's actually not, I'm just in a different location. Because look at the natural sunlight. Yo, it's gorgeous. And so for those who want to know, it's Rwanda time and it's like 7:45 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to sit here and tell you absolutely right now, there's no need for you to pull out a pen or a paper. I am not coming in right now and dropping jewels or gems. I'm literally just coming to say good morning. My mouth is dry, I could say that. Ugh. And hello and all those things to you, because for whatever reason, it's been on my heart and mind to go live, to do a video, um, and say hello and say a couple other things. Hold on. Oh, I needed that. Mm. To say hello, to say, first and foremost, before anything else, yo, it's been like a year and a half I've been rocking with some of y'all, and I appreciate it so much. Um, there's a lot of things that can happen. I guess when you, I was gonna say when you do YouTube, um, I'm gonna go ahead and go a little deeper. I'm gonna let the word use me. There's a lot of things that can happen to you when you set your personality free. Um, and for me, doing the J Essence journey was setting my personality free. I don't know if I talked this through to a lot of people, but in the beginning, I'm a fairly new YouTuber. However, I've been the same J Essence for a very long time. I just was in positions, because of work, or I'll even sit there and say, organizations that I'm in that you've been taught to represent or be professional, make sure your hair's slicked down, do the best representation of yourself. And because I was kind of raised in that and know that, like, I know how to turn it on and on. It's code switching. You know how to code switch. And so what really has happened is that I have really started to not to give no, whatever. And in that moment when I started doing YouTube, for those who started in the beginning, it was the ones where I was just going off the cuff and talking, that really blew up. And what I recognized is there I don't want to say I recognize there's a space for my personality, because Joe, I'm telling you, I've always been the same old me. I just let it be on camera, like I let it catch. So before I say any of that, before I turn around and say, okay, I'm a YouTuber or anything else like that, I'm going to sit there and say, there's a blessing in allowing myself to be set free. There's a blessing in my personality being set free. There's a blessing in finding my freedom. And in finding my freedom and being able to soar, I have discovered new family and new friends and made so many grand and new memories and moments. And I first just say shout out to you for rocking with me, and allowing that piece to happen. I don't know if y'all noticed, but some people be like, yeah, I can't deal with JS. It's like, I can't deal with the sound of her voice, or she talks too much or whatever else like that. And for me, I'm absolutely okay with that, because I'm not here for the fortune and fame. I'm here to just expose what I know, be who I am, and live what I need to live. So that's the very first piece when I want to say thank you. Let me hear Noella. Did I say it? Noella. I know you. I do. So hello and good morning to you, girl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So that was the very first piece I wanted to say, is just in finding that freedom to be. There's a lot of gratefulness. Like, I told you I have nothing to talk about, so I don't even know why y'all are here. But if I'm going to go ahead and let myself go, I'm gonna say that the biggest joy, the the biggest joy I've had for me being in Rwanda, and I gotta get a lot of people straight with this. Um, being in Rwanda. So let me give you the backstory to it. Some people have like, oh, has Rhonda changed you or anything else like that? And Rhonda has had the opportunity for me to enhance what has already been there. So I like to tell people like, yo, I was doing great things before. Um and it's a disservice for me to act like I became Jay Essence in Rhonda. And I'm going to tell you all this for a reason. And the reason why is because people loved the full me before y'all discovered me. Like my homegirls, I just remember kicking it in Houston. The way that they loved me as a friend, hands down, um, I can't measure up. My homegirl, and I kind of talked about her a little bit, okay. And I said it quick so she can know. Being part of those births, being part of those stories, my family and the crazy things we've done. So it wasn't that I was not full. It was just I wasn't exposed. There we go. I wasn't exposed to the world. I kept my fullness into certain places and areas where it was safe. And then I want people to know, like, I was topping my job in the places that I was there. I was a author of books. I did spoken word. What else have I done? No, I did the books. Did I do? I helped my homegirl, do a movie. Um, God, I don't know. I had accolades. I had accolades. So I don't ever want it to be like, oh, what the difference was is that through I think a couple of things. I think between me turning 40, um, between me making some of the probably worst decisions of my life and just being there. Hold up, let's see what's gonna happen. Good morning. Hey mama. Yeah, I'm doing the live. You wanna come in and talk? Not on the live. I was like, did you want to come in and talk to me? Good morning. Mm, okay. Okay, I'll be there in a little bit. Okay. Um, between I forgot what to say, y'all. Mommy comes in every morning. That's like one of my highlights. Like, I love it. My mommy comes in and checks on me, and she waddles in with the zapper. Did I show? Oh, I didn't show y'all the zapper. I gotta show you the zapper. She waddles in with the zapper. She be zapping. Oh, I love it. No memories. But what Rhonda did is no, between me turning 40, um, between breakfast. Thanks. Oh, this is good. Mm. Oh, ooh. That mango's popping. That mango's popping. I told you this is the wackest live ever. I probably need to delete this. This is so sad. Um, 40 between the political strife, and I always say the political strife is that while we were doing the march and while everything was happening with the police brutality and all that other stuff, what I noticed is that a lot of us was fed up and starting to say it out loud. Before we kind of had to be quiet, and it was like it was bubbling over. And it was the poem Langston Hughes, "Beware of the Quiet and Docile Negro," because he's going to explode. And I felt like that explosion was coming up. And for those people, probably around my age, who understand how much hiding we had to do of ourselves, just so you could be comfortable in a place where we help you excel. Like that's a major catalyst. Like, how many times have I had to be quiet so you could look successful and I sit here and know my place? And getting to know your place, like, that was a bubbling up. So that's why I said 40. That political bubbling up, the exasperation I felt with being on American soil. And part of that was I don't think that I was allowing myself to grow. So therefore the move then to Rwanda was just a culmination of all of these things, and truly finding my freedom and being loud with it, and breaking free. And I did some breaking. There's some, we'll talk about that. We'll do some mental, there's been some mental stuff. But breaking free of cycles. And let me step here and say this, because I think a lot of people look at people as if they have made it. And when I say breaking free of cycles, um, I have broken free of some cycles. I have recognized them much more fluently. And I think that was the biggest piece or part. There are moments now where I'll be like, ooh, like something could still trigger me, but at least I know I'm triggered, and I know that I'm not in a good emotional state to make a decision or do something. And I don't have to lie to myself. I think that the lying to myself um, has really ceased and stopped. And I appreciate, because when I come to Rwanda, it gave that peace and clarity for all the things I needed to happen for me to reach where I plan to go, because I'm not there. Child knows I'm not there. I got so much work to do. Um, and then the whole purpose of the J Essence journey is that it's still a walk. It's still movement. It's still a pattern that goes through. And I am so happy some people decided to walk with me. And I'm here, and trying to do all of those things, and live that up. But it's a walk. So that's what I will say. I don't know how we got to this topic. Let me talk to some people real quick. Um, Cicely, good morning, J Essence. It's important to be free in expression. I have had to do that the last 2 days. So you've had to be free in expression, or you've had to kind of um quiet it down. I'm trying to ask, because first of all, I love your logo. Okay, let me stop and say, Cicely, in honesty, I love your logo. Is that a yoni egg shining bright to the world, illuminating all the possibilities? Because it's the egg shape, so it's like that the birth, is that the womb? I think it's a yoni egg, girl. You better get that yoni steam on. um, Go ahead. She's gonna be like, little girl, grow up. To Noella, thank you. Just signed up for my cousin connection. You really on point in time with the latest news in Rwanda. Thank you. I try to be. I love giving out information, so that's like really important to me. Hey, girl, Grand Rising. I'm gonna tell my mom Grand Rising as well. I will. She just scattled out of here. Hey, hey, Joyce. Hey, Joyce. I know 5 Joyces, so I'm hoping, I think it's like one of two, and both of them get the big head. You get that love. Um, I really think I'm gonna delete this video. I don't think there's anything with purpose for it. Um, I did want to come this morning and say to everybody, be ready to grow. And it's ugly. God, it's freaking ugly. Be ready to cry. Be ready to be frustrated. Be ready to stutter and stumble. Be ready, because in growth, to get to where you're supposed to be, it ain't pretty, baby. Um, I feel like I talk in a lot of codes sometimes. I love it. I love it. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm gonna delete this video, so we could just talk. Um, and I only say that because, like, literally right now, while I think you guys get a lot of seeing of what I've done, it's where I'm going. And where I'm going is a scary place, and it's new to me. And it's so much studying. Yeah, I'm about to hang up. Okay, thank you. Thank you for talking to me, because I'm going to be deleting this video. I feel like it's rambling, and I don't like that kind of stuff. Joyce, Yes, we heard about Ghana when it happened, and talked to a lot of people. Um, it is what it is, and I hate saying it in that way. I know what my advice is. I know friends and people who that decision directly directly um affect, and I hate that decision and mandate for them, because it's it takes away your freedom to be, and it kind of mandates and puts choice. And I say that because some people were going on major quest, and if you're being called to do something or feel somewhere, go someplace, I'm all for following that call. So if you were planning to go and do something, you do it. It doesn't always mean that it's your final answer, but you're supposed to go through that experience, hence the journey. And so with the Ghana making that decision, like I said, I hate it. Here's my however. My however is, in the journey of my life, I have recognized, in me being an achiever or doer. I'm going to give you this analogy first. I used to have major conflicts with my administration or like my bosses, because they would do something and I would be like, man, they should have done this instead. And it was absolutely infuriating. I think we all know that. Or we have a boss that just does dumb, they just is stupid, like. And it cost me a lot of strife. You be doing happy hour with the coworkers, and all you do for 2 hours is complain, 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 and gripe and talk smack and whatever, and all that other stuff. And what I end up realizing is, number one, for me, I'm a doer. Like, I'm going to do what you say. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm about it. Um, I'm about to talk to you in a second, Cicely. And then, because I'm a doer, what I had to recognize is that whatever powers that be put that thought process on that person at the head to lead the vision. So, what happens then in my work environment is one of two things. Either I follow the vision or I leave. But talking about it and having strife and being mad about it and all those things doesn't doesn't do anything but cause, I think, what I was going to say, present day drama. And when I say present day drama, that means that you're locked up in the present day. You don't get to think further. You don't get to grow. You don't get to invest. You don't get to manifest because you're so mad about the moment. And it's a moment that, one, is not in your hands, it's in somebody else's hands who has been elected or promoted to carry the vision. Therefore, it's that person's responsibility. And the only power I have is to either go with that vision or step out and do something else and go towards a vision that I do want to be a part of. A lot of people cause themselves a lot of strife because they want to stay in a vision that they don't agree with, but they're hell bent to determine to change it. How many stress levels have you seen because of that? How many gray hairs have you seen because of that? How many strokes have you seen because of that? And like how I told my students, I'm not gaining weight over y'all tails. I'm still cute in the streets. And so I'm not going to get no stress weight, stress winkles, stress hairs, be bald and wearing Crocs because y'all making bad decisions. And I got to be stressed out about the decisions y'all make. Y'all going to learn how to read, or I'm going to sit here and drink tea while y'all stumble over these phonics words. Yeah, I told him that I was mad one day. Um, so in that case, when I talk about Ghana, it's like no matter what we say or do, the person who's elected at the head gets to make the decisions that he believes is best for his country. And unless you're at that leadership table, it has nothing to do with you. Not until there's another election or not until there's anything else, unless you're at the leadership table or unless you can have audience to at least let your thoughts be known, you either turn around and you deal with it and you figure it out, or you petition to see if there's other things that can happen, or you pack. Prepare, petition, pack. You know, I'll be good with these analogy words. Prepare, petition, or pack. I think that's your man. If I break that down, I think that can be pretty much in any situation. You can prepare yourself, you can petition the position, or you can pack. Yo, like, thank you, Cicely. That was deep. Dang, I'm really kind of shocked at myself right now. I like that one. Hold up. I had to be free in my expression, but now it's made my vision clearer. I will be in touch when it's time to be. Yes, you will, girl. Hey, Cicely. My God, I need water. Y'all, I'm so dehydrated. I don't know what's going on with me. I think I am going to go to a doctor. Mm. I'm in Ghana, and that decision made my decision for my next steps. It is. Um, I wish that they only because I am such a entrepreneur at this point, a strategic thing. I wish that they could have real accurate data on what that decision does for their economy, like, and not on a I told you so, but on a versus, because that's what you do. Like, with this decision, without this decision, like, what's that, cost effectiveness analysis or whatever, like that piece, what they're doing. Mm, okay, all right, hold on. Don't delete this. I want to share this very. I don't know, Cicely. The first 20 minutes was stumbling. The first 20 minutes of this live was real stumbling. Like, I don't know. I'll think about it, but we'll do it because that power. Yeah, I like that piece. Hey, Wendell. Checking in. Is it true that we would have to take the jab to enter or leave Rwanda? As also in Ghana, I'm disappointed in Ghana how I could support doctor. Um, okay, so let me go back. Um, First and foremost, Wendell, I want to say this one thing only to make sure false information is out there. You say, is it true that we would have to take the jab? I want to know where that information came from in order to be able to say yes or no. Because at this point in time, I hate to say this, but let me just go ahead and be in truth. I'm so tired of having to close my mouth around y'all sometimes. You're going to understand. JSN's in person and JSN's on video. Mm. Um, I don't believe that you can take to heart what people say anymore. Because I have seen people say things. Send me the link, Window. I just saw it. Send me the link. Like, literally, I'm going to grab my phone and look at it now. People have said things that I have read facts on, but it's like people will take their own stories and just go with it and call those truths. Where if you haven't done the research, you haven't. I will say at this point in time, and I will go look on Twitter, there has been no mandate that has come from Rwandan government stating on a mandatory vaccination in order to enter or leave the country. At this point in time, everything still stands and the rules are the same on if you are flying in, you take the PCR test. The thing is that they changed. What they changed is before, and this was only happened for like a week, for 1 week only. At one point, if you were vaccinated, you did not have to do the 24-hour quarantine to wait for results. When Omicron popped up, they took that part out. So once again, once you land at the airport, you have to um, take the test and do the 24-hour hotel quarantine awaiting your results. And so That is what has happened. There has been no stating of do not enter this country if you're not vaccinated. That has not come out. Um, I want to see the link window. Please put it in here. Is this a link? I think that's a spammer. Um, and I say that because we're really good. Like, you're gonna make me go check. Um, we're really good, and one, we get our news from the ministry itself. And as fact, let's go ahead and do some research right now. And I'm gonna do this with y'all. I'm gonna do this with you. Share screen right here so we can figure out together. Um, can you see my screen? You should see Google. Is this how you do it? I think so. Share. Is this window, y'all? I'll be Oh, it's new tab. There we go. Let's see if it's gonna share. So tell me if you can see Google. We're gonna research this together because we're not gonna put out false information. We're gonna know our truth. The very first thing I'm gonna do is RBC. Um, receive its passenger locator form. And the reason why we're going to passenger locator form is because I believe, there we go, on the RBC Gov travel um, website, they tell you every single thing. There we go. Okay. So here's our first one, passenger locator form. We are glad that you've chosen to travel to Rwanda for your safety and well being of those around you. Please be informed that this is mandatory to complete the Public Health Passenger Locator Form. The government of Rwanda will use this information to contact you if you or someone you have contacted with travel to Rwanda develops the 19 symptoms, COVID 19. Okay, so this is updated. All arriving passengers from the following countries: Botswana. Y'all got me saying this word. Let's, that one too. I say Malawi, that's wrong. Mozambique, Namibia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Zambia, or have visited any of these countries within 7 days of arrival in Rwanda, are required to quarantine for 7 days at their own cost at designated hotels. Now, these are the designated hotels. That's new because before they gave you more choices. So now they're keeping everybody in the same places. Mbili, Grand Hotel, I can't say none of these, y'all forgive me. Pandora, whatever. Okay. And an additional test, which will be covered by the government of Rwanda, taken on day 7 from the arrival date of the designated hotel. Now, each passenger is required to complete an individual form. Persons under 5 years old traveling with a guardian parent may not need to complete their own form, provided all arriving passengers must quarantine for 24 hours at a designated hotel at their cost. A COVID-19 PCR test will be taken upon arrival at own cost. An additional test covered by the government of Rwanda taken on day 7 at the arrival date at Camp Kigali COVID-19 tested site. You only need to present your passport to get tested. There you go. Um, All persons arriving, transferring, transitioning are required to have a negative PCR COVID-19 test conducted within 72 hours prior to departure. The following are requirements to complete this: passport information, travel details, negative PCR test, hotel booking confirmation. Upon submission, travelers receive a confirmation email. Email will contain their unique health code. You guys need to keep that, and it must be presented. There is nothing here at all about being vaccinated. Nothing. Nothing. And this legitimately is the government telling you what it takes to travel to Rwanda. So that's the first piece here. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to go back to some of these questions. Okay. Now, the second piece, because like I said, I deal with facts. I am going to go to, do I need to be vaccinated? Can't spell. To fly to Rwanda. Let's just be make it plain. Um, let me share the other one because I did a whole nother screen share, and then I'm going to answer these questions. Share screen, share screen, share screen, Chrome tab, share. Okay, so here we go now. You have the U.S. Embassy. You have travel vaccines, but we're going to go first to the CDC. Let's see what happens here. Rwanda, travel 19. Level 1, COVID 19 is low. Really? Make sure you're fully vaccinated before traveling to Rwanda. Let's keep going. I have not heard that one. I really want to click on this one. And that's November 8th, y'all. This is old. Really? This is new. I'm sorry. Y'all catching me. Make sure you're fully vaccinated before traveling to Rwanda. Ah! Read it. There we go. Fully vaccinated travelers are less likely to get and spread COVID 19. Oh, y'all about to get me say some stuff. However, international travel provides additional weeks. Even fully vaccinated people might be at risk for weeks or whatever. Do not travel internationally until you are fully vaccinated. This is suggestions, yo. If you're not fully vaccinated, there are additional recommendations to follow before, during, and after travel. This is not so the CDC. If you are not fully vaccinated, get tested with a viral test 1 to 3 days before your trip. This is recommendations. They good with the wording. Like, I'm sorry, because I used to do PR and marketing. I'm paying attention to how to read this. Like, no, that's jacked up how they did that because there is not a mandate. Rhonda does not have a mandate. That's funny. And you're a level 1 low. Do not make me start getting political in here because I want to now put in some other countries and see what they say. Mm-mm. Um, I'm reading this. Mm-mm. There we go. Well, that's United States. And you have to understand too, there's a difference between recommended and required. Mm-mm. That was slick. If that's the link they sent you, I can understand that because you really have to read it, and that is bogus. You so that's why I'm gonna go back to the Rwanda government website. That's really funny how they did that. I'm kind of glad I clicked this one. All right, here you go. This is what I know with the CDC. You have to pay attention to. Vaccines and medicines, vaccines for disease, recommendations. You have to know the difference because I did some work with this with my cousin connection and I looked at other countries. There are countries that have recommendations and requirements. Notice there's no requirements for vaccines here, right? They have their recommendations and you have to pay attention to that because where's it going to show me yellow fever? There we go. Because yellow fever is not a requirement to Rwanda unless you're traveling from a country with the risk um, of a yellow fever virus. So you see how they have required, but generally not recommended. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Woo, baby, that made me have to say some things about the CDC. I don't want to say, but I'm not going to say too much. All right, let me stop sharing. Let me get to some questions. So I'm going back to the government with that one and saying, there has not been a mandate. And those mandates come out on Twitter from the prime minister when they make those changes. Okay. So that's us. We came together and we checked out facts together. Let's see. I hope Rwanda doesn't follow suit with Rwanda. You mean Ghana. Um, Good morning. Yes, Will C lives here. We are free, safe, and mandate here to come visit nor leave the beautiful country. Yep. I love it. Prepare, petition, or pack. Prepare, petition, or pack. All right. So the hotels that were shown under what we just went were for people coming from those countries only. Yes. If you're coming from another country, there's a whole link, and there's like probably 70 hotels you can pick from for just the 1 day, 24-hour quarantine. There we go. Did you lose me? Please don't have lost me. Okay. So going back to Wendell, like I said, I would like to see the link. I can see how if you got the CDC, it reads like that. No, go back to your government. Let me see if I can do another. That one really made me mad. Go back to the government um websites to figure out everything that needs to happen, because there is not. That CDC is wrong. Like, that, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. I'm really not happy about that one. Woo. Because that was wrong. Like, it's misleading people. And like the everything is in, come on, you guys, you have to know, you pay attention. Everything about the wording. It's just like when people turn around and say um, fat free yogurt, but they load it up with sugar instead. Like you're gonna have, like, I hate saying you gotta have to know how to read, but like at that point in time, we have to start paying attention to information and double check, triple check it a couple times. Um, so I really hope Rhonda doesn't follow suit. Let me be honest with you. It is not my position. Remember, we talked about division. It's not my position to say what will or will not happen. That is literally gambling. Like, that is just shooting. Like, that's me saying I believe they're going to do this, and that's the same. Like, I'm going to believe, I'm going to roll some dice, and it's going to be an even. You're gambling. You're gambling. Now you can say what you want. You can say your opinion, but don't present anything as facts. And I think that we have to be careful in our places, and that's what I try to do. I leave that up to the leadership to make those decisions. I do think that before a decision like that is made, there's a lot of things in play. Now I'm going to preface this with, this is my opinion. My opinion is you have to look at a lot of different factors, and the very first one is the fact that the news did come out to say that the Delta variant is more dangerous than the Omicron variant. Period. So there's a lot of different factors to consider, as well as um, fact. The president did go and make a public statement stating that it is unfair that South Africa is being treated as if they're punished when they were only truthful with being that there is a new variant. That's a fact. You can find that video. So that's all I'm going to say with you. Okay. Some of the websites are always blah, blah, blah. Some of the websites are not always online with the actual country's guidelines. That's why I say follow Rwanda, follow My Cousin Connection, because we're going to tell you the truth. But you saw that Sicily, they were trying to confuse with the words. Like, that was real slick. Like, when I come off of here, I might go Google some other countries, because I'll be like, sis, most of the time some people don't do their own research, and most of the time they twisted the word with any out understanding. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I do say that you must do your own research. Um, mm, you must. Um, so I don't like this one because we're getting political, and it says the West is trying to stop the movement back to Africa. Um, yeah, you're gonna get me politically. Okay, here's my political statement. Sorry. My opinion, my belief is that the West is trying to stop movement, because we're not the only ones leaving. A lot of people have left, and I think that's a lot of the reasons why we're doing, different statements and banking and all kind of stuff. I think that the dollar is going down. Um, I think that this is a Hail Mary. Like, how when you're in a relationship and you don't, let me say this right. People can be in a relationship and a person can be wrong, and instead of sitting down and talking and communicating and going through like your mental health or a counselor to actually get to the bottom root where both parties have to work. There's one party who is constantly holding on and gripping and holding and like that come back or whatever. They never address the situation, but they're constantly, so what they end up doing is being like vindictive or dating whatever, like I'm going to do this to make them love me or whatever. And it's like really the sick mentality. But whenever this relationship is dead, this person is really not feeling you and you're constantly trying to do things and you stop them from going here. And let me be honest with you, I had a boyfriend long, 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 long time ago, and I was ready to leave. Like we were at that breaking point. I found out later that I got called for like a job that was really major. He picked it up and he blocked the call. And he never told me about it. And I had the job. The only thing that's a God is that when I called them like on a follow up because it's been so long and it was out and they were like, "Oh, we were told that you had said no." Um which was one of those catalysts. So so that to me is America. That is meets America. Like instead of just addressing the issues and fixing and putting people in place, you're constantly grabbing at people and trying to prove you are the greatest when you are now like in high school, how you was the stud and you was the man and you was walking around with the leather jacket, you was quarterback on a football team. Now we in, because I'm 40, so now we in our 25-year reunion and I'm coming back to look at you and you stumpy with a pot belly, bald spots, baby mamas, drinking beer, belching, stanky, and you coming up to me like, "Yeah, girl, you remember?" I do remember who you used to be to me. I do remember. So I get the opportunity to look at you in your past glory, or I get to see what you are right now. Bam. So, like I said, I don't disagree with you, Wendell, on stop the movement back to Africa. But I think the key thing is just movement because there's so many people I know who are moving to Dubai to teach or UAE or Spain. There's a major move of retirement people to Panama, the Portugal. If you look at our rich journey, like there's so many people who are moving, period, and they will not address this. They're going to keep trying to tax you and they're going to keep on trying to whatever, whatever, but they will not address the fact that people feel a certain type of way. They tell you you're crazy and they're going to block it. My outfit was fire. Um, Let me see if I have it here. Oh no. For those who didn't see, follow my Instagram. My mommy made me an outfit. It's gorgeous. She made me two. There's another one coming. So, yes, I agree. The systems are collapsing. In fact, the systems are collapsing or big. Now, I can say here that I think probably you guys know more than me, only because when you leave, um, you really get this beautiful space of choosing your news. And so I don't follow every single thing. I follow what's important to me in my mind. Girl, hold up. Hey, I got a song for you. There's some in this house. 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 And Sylvia knows what that's about. Girl, I cannot wait to hear the whole story. Bring them out. Bring them out. Okay. um, but yeah, man, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's like and I equated, like I said, I hate getting too political. I equated for those who know teaching or whatever, I feel like some of the decisions that are made, if you ever had that like old school teacher who had been teaching for 40 years and she'd be like, "Sit down." And then nobody sits down. And so she'd be like, "Sit down." And nobody sits down. And so instead of like, okay, well, I'm going to teach or I'm going to engage or I'm going to do this, they just start writing everybody up. And pretty soon everybody written up. So it's like everybody in trouble. I equate some of the decisions that's being made to like that. Like you're just trying to show you have power to show you have power. You're really not doing nothing, but you're just trying to show you have power. And it's so cute. It's pitiful, but it's cute. That piece. Um, is it possible to stop one's own economy from growing for what trinkets? I know that's supposed to say something. I'm sorry, I don't understand where you're going. Is it possible to stop one's own economy from growing for what trinkets that are worthless fly paper? Sorry, Jojo, I lost you. I'm so sorry for that one. I'm watching the landscape intensely before making my move. Stand strong, Rwanda. Oh, that was my fingers. Yes. And that's what you do. That is absolutely what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. You plan, prepare. I have decided I'm just going to keep it moving, J Essence. I've seen the change in usage. Really? Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I should go back and look at some of my old videos and see if I've changed, but thank you. Um, I think that if you have to turn around and say anything um regarding the move or anything else like that, I will say um and that's what I'm saying this to you, is that when you say you see the change in me, um I love living in Rwanda, but I also love who I have become. And so when we talk about move and the freedom and the growth, um, where you plant your seeds is just where you plant your seed. You just have to have the seed, carry it to a climate where it can grow. And so, Window and everybody, when we talk about this, is just keep nurturing the seed. Don't fall so much in love with the soil. Fall in love with the seed, because the seed can manifest and build anywhere it needs to go. So I will say that I'm hoping to build something and be something that and create and continue growing where I am the foundation. When I say find your freedom, I don't want to say I am Rwanda, but I am that person that can be whoever I need to be. I get to do it in a country I love being in. And that is the choice. So as while I expose Rwanda to you, that's one reason why I try to be so transparent with you can come or you don't have to come. It's for you or it might not be for you. For me, this is where I have discovered all that my seed can produce. Before, I thought my seed was just one seed. Like, and I'll use this because guys, I'm in bunnies. I thought before, as a child, the only reason why you knew a bunny was like baby bunny foo foo hopping through the forest, or it was Peter Rabbit. So you only knew bunnies to be mischievous. You didn't know a purpose of a bunny. Tell me the truth. When we were young, that's what I mean by seed. I only knew my seed for one thing. Now that I've been quiet and watched the bunny, learned the bunny, understand the bunny is actually a very substantial piece to everything we're trying to do. A bunny's manure, because let me go there. A bunny is vegetarian. Um, and I don't even think that's a real good reason I'm still doing it. But the bunny's manure is one of the only manures that can be used immediately. It does not have to go through a waiting process and be composted. It's not that potent where it can do that. Therefore, its its manure is purposeful immediately. It's the highest carrier of nitrogen, which is needed for growth in all things. The urine provides a certain type of fertilizer. It also provides a certain type of pesticide. When you know the formulas, you can eat the daggone bunny. For meat, there are so many reasons and uses for the bunny. It is self creating. They have their own process in order to turn around and grow. So when I talk about the seed, originally I think I had a seed that was only here. Now my seed is multifaceted, and I realize that I can go any place and grow in different directions. I am like the bunny. There's no matter what, depending on how I choose to be or what you choose to use in me, I can grow and be useful in that reason or whatever. And let me tell you, the bunny's so tight he can hold you hostage, because he's like, I know you want to eat me for meat, but did you see what I produce? Guess you need me around, player. Guess you need me around. So let me go. Where are we at? Girl, they own the pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. And that's something we're going to talk for a second. Hey, Deborah, and good morning. The hypocrisy of America is stunning. Anti-socialist Mitch McConnell is now asking for millions to. Girl, child, I only pay attention to so much in my feed. If you put a comment after trinkets, it would be understood. Okay, now I got to go back. You look at y'all making me do research papers. I'm still not there. Sorry, still not there. Um, I let me be honest with you. Rwanda is home. Rwanda is home. I absolutely love it. I do feel like I'm an old soul. You know, I told you from growing up in Oklahoma and everything else like that. So I am beyond happy and ecstatic to be here. Rwanda is home. Can I say it one more time? Rwanda is home. Um, and yeah, I was about to say, let me shout out for those who listening. Your Cousin Connection has all the t-shirts and all the stuff. Please go and wear it. Hey, Yaya, how you doing? First of all, that's lurking. That's called lurking. I hope you have actually said some stuff in the comments. But hey, how you doing? Um, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think you guys are having a conversation because I'm lost and the CA fires or yeah, you guys are having a whole conversation. What is it? Yaya, mind your business. There's some in this. There's some in this. If you see him, call him out. Hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning, love. How are you doing? Um, Let me go ahead and do my last. I don't want to say shout out. Can I just shout out the family? I'm telling you, I am so excited about the people who I meet. And being part of your journeys, getting to hear those moments and all that other stuff. God, I love y'all. Oh, and shout outs to the My Cousin Connection VIP dinner that we had last night. That was for our VIP members. We got to hug and commune at Inca Steakhouse. Just was nice, wasn't it? It was just nice. And so the VIPs, we do something monthly, and that I think is one of those things. For those who move abroad, we get to have those touches of communion, you know, and that means a lot. That is really powerful and purposeful, just to be able to touch and commune, agree, laugh, cackle, cry, uh, show concern, celebrate. I'm on these seats. Y'all got to get me on alliteration today. My alliteration game is on point this morning. Mm, mm, mm. Um, so we can do. Girl, hold up. I'm sorry. Lee came in on the business entrepreneurship. Like, where are we at? I'm sorry. Just read a story. Can you send me the link, girl? Manure. Oh, I wish I could cuss. I just read a story on the manure shortage worldwide. Keep those bunnies. Um, I want to cuss so bad. Y'all about to catch the real J essence. I'm about to cuss. Y'all gonna have to forget this one. Um, Lee, you telling me they running low on shit? People used to be full of shit. Now we low on shit. Is that where we at now? Is that what's going on in the streets? You telling me across the world we living our best life so much we ain't got enough shit in the streets to do. We done so much that we can't even grow our own selves the way they need to do. So what are we gonna do? We gonna AI that. We gonna put that in the metaverse. We gonna grow electronic cornfields. Girl, y'all got me cracking up on this one. Woo, woo. Child, 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 child. Y'all caught me on this morning movie. Can somebody get me some coffee? Y'all just got the real J Essence to come out for a second, baby. You caught me off guard. Lee, you a sister girl. You caught me off guard with that one, baby. Mm. Yes. Yes. And then for those who know, I don't know if you caught it, Lee, K&L is an excellent organization to be able to buy land, especially if you're residential. Oh, speaking of, I don't call people out, but congratulations. You know, some people are doing what they, let me stop and say, some people are doing what they dreamed they could do. And I am shouting out that celebration. Um, Shouting that out. Deborah, shout outs to you again. And just pleased and tickled. And you know what the best thing is, Deborah, with your journey is seeing the joy in your eyes about what you can try. That's it. You're just happy to try. You happy to have the space to try and do. So celebration. Maria, I love listening to you. It really wait, girl, me and these commas in this morning. I love listening to you. It really makes sense to me. I hope next to come visit and find out when I'll be coming back to stay. Love you, Jay. Love you, Marie. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I need more water. See, this is what I'm telling you. Y'all got the real because I heard the plan B and I was like, girl, you took one? Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Hey, Cicely, my plan B was that if it did not work in Ghana, the continent is a big place to explore. That is the best one. That is the best one. Period. Point blank. Can I go there? I'm going to go there. First and foremost, your plan B was that if it does not work in Ghana, the continent is a big place to explore. I just want to push back on that and say that's your plan A. Ghana had the opportunity to host you. That was your plan A. Your plan A was to take care of you. Your plan B was let's do it through Ghana because Ghana had the opportunity to host you. And everybody has the opportunity to present themselves to show you what they can be possible of because your plan about living is living in a place to be physically should be the same plan you have about yourself and life. Oh my God, I'm about to preach because what I'm going to sit here and tell you is that in any experience that you have opportunity to explore and try and do and be and rebuild. So the plan A is to make sure you are in a space that's safe enough, that's secure enough, that nurtures you enough, that grows you enough to put you in a position to turn around and become better than what you choose to be, to become best, to become all that you want to be. That's plan A. Plan B is the one who is powerful enough to be able to host all you're supposed to do. Let me say that, and I'm going to say that for your home. I'm going to say that for your relationships. I'm going to say that for your job. I'm going to say that for, I say that for wherever you shop. Wherever you walk into a grocery store or market, they are blessed to have your money, boo. They are blessed. I walked away from some Echo style of jail because I had to holler at the girl, what you doing here? You know what? I'm not doing my edges here. I can tell you that because I don't think you appreciate these $10 I'm going to have to pay for this Echo style gel. Make that 12 import taxes. Yeah, importation taxes. So I'm going to go someplace else. I'm going to walk around with rough edges. How about that? So wherever you go, you are plan A. Think about that because let's even go there. Jesus, the plan B peel is because you're taking care of something that was not supposed to happen. So that's why the plan B is okay, let me make sure plan A is intact so I don't have to go to plan B, right? You plan A. You are the plan. Mm, 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 mm. You are the plan. Yes, you are the plan. You are the plan. This is why I don't, y'all, this is why y'all don't know me in the morning. Jesus. Or rather, yes. Hoping to make it my home soon. Yes, and if you need that information, I will take care of you. I will take care of you. Yes, it is, Sylvia. That's just why I hang up. Like I told y'all, y'all think y'all know J Essence? You think you know J Essence? You know, I'm the Matrix, boo. You know, layers. I'm giving you, if it's 10 layers, y'all are at like 4. Max. Max. Rwanda's home stress free and gives you the opportunity to do what you love and be yourself, Miss J. Our people need to come visit and see what you're talking about. I ain't gonna go all the way there. People do need to come visit. Please come and visit Rwanda. Please come and visit Rwanda. Please come. Please come. LOL. LOL. I'm dying. Cicely went back. Do not delete this one. I have, yeah, Cicely, that first 15 minutes was rough. That first 15 minutes was stumbly. You know, like I don't think too many people gonna be able to make it to the home run because that first 15 minutes was stumbling. It was that's how the first 15 minutes was. Like it was bumpy. It was bumpy in these streets. Why are you gonna do this to me? Why are you gonna do this to me? I think you typed too fast because you say I'm plan A. I think you're a plan. Bam, baby. Ah, why'd you do it? You left yourself open. You left yourself open. You are a plan. Mm, 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 mm. I'm just messing with you. No, let me go ahead and edify before people be like, why you do this? That's my brother. Much respect. He's doing major things. I can't wait. Whew, let me say this correctly. Because, like, let me say this. You are a strong, ooh, I'm proud of you. You do strong stuff already. But I can't wait till you realize that their shackles have come off and you can do more. And you can do more when you have the space to explore how to do it. So I can't wait to see what you do. I am plan A. It was always about me and my well being and what country will receive me energetically. I know, girl. I know. And I wasn't saying you wasn't. I was just like, that also spoke to me. Like, you invest in this. Like, I was going to do a show called um, Are You Ashy or Moisturized? I know because I do stuff. Like, but what I was really trying to do is, are you doing the work to plant your mind? Is your mind ashy, which means it's dry, it's choppy, it's itchy, it's too much stuff going on, and you can't um do that? Or is it moisturized? Because when you're moisturized, you have space for nutrients to come in, um do all that stuff. And what do you do when you moisturize? You soar, you glide, you slide, you do all that stuff. So I was going to do a show called Are You Moisturized or Ashy, but I just didn't, because I didn't think people was going to get it. So I say that because that's all that is. Like, girl, you moisturized. You moisturize. You luscious with the shea butterness. You got your essential oils. You got your cream of Olay or whatever. Because if it's always about you being well, being in country, will receive it's your energy. It's your energy. It's the place that you're set to soar. Mm, I told you I'm fighting dehydration, and I talk too much. Oh, look at you, Lee, loving me. Let me go ahead and put this in for you guys real quick. I'm going to put in this first one because, let me say this. I do believe that when you start living, like, one thing I really do love about the unapologetic nomads for me is that when I was making my decision and thinking about coming here, um they had done so many videos that I could put it in my perspective and I could see it. And I say that because please go and get the shirts and all this other stuff, or like the Rwanda is home, like, start carrying that and having that in your atmosphere. Um and so, for those who are saying, um hey, for all those, who are thinking it or whatever else, like, they start wearing it, start being it, start letting people know the world. Rwanda is home, Rwanda is out there, we got some stuff to do, we're going to say the names, and it's more than just the only definition they know, which is Hotel Rwanda. Where are we at? So don't forget the online Moving to Rwanda course. Yeah, are you part of that, girl? I love my course. Relocate to Rwanda Teachable com. I'm putting that one in the chat too. Um, it's everything. It's God, I love that course. I'm still doing creation on it. It will never stop. That's why it's a lifetime membership. Um, because there's still things, and then my students are able to ask for certain information. And then we had a live. Oh, Lee, you would have loved it. We had such a live, girl. You know how I always try to, like, record the live so you can have the information, then I start speaking some facts and I gotta pause it. I'll be like, okay, yeah, it always happens. I'll be trying to record the lives for the course. Like, yeah, for those people who've ever had a consultation, totally different experience. Like I told you before, if there's 10 layers, you guys get like 4 in consultation, you're pretty much at 7. Yeah. So, where are we? Yeah, you're a plan. Ha ha ha. I love you too. Got it. Um, Cicely, this is so tight. I'm gonna do a talk on prepare, petition, or pack, and reference you and share it with you. Yes, J Essence at My Cousin Connection. Please, 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 please. And speaking of that, I might go back. Like I said, I got bigger plans, so I might have to do one too. Prepare, petition, or pack. Baby, was I preaching? That was a good one. That was a good one. And like, I can't even think, like, I don't think there's any other option in that scenario. When you find yourself underneath a vision, like, because the only thing that can change that is you become the vision maker. Prepare your position, petition, petition the promise, or pack your purpose away. I don't know, but I'm there. Where we go. Type it up. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay, I'm gonna send you my email address, babes. I love it. Um, where we at? Essence University coming to a theater near you, the first HBCU. Let me stop. Let me say this real quick. Essence University sound like that's where they did School Days. Like, that sound like the intro of a BT uh movie. They be like, so here I am at Essence University. And I bet you're wondering how I got here. Well, it's all started like this. Let me tell you. And it's going to show them with the little backpack walking across when they was a freshman. And it's going to be Essence University, always in the curve. Why they always do the universities in that little curve arch? Like, it's going to be like Essence University. Then they're going to cut a steal to a dude in black and white like this, who was like the founder of Essence, and you get the band in the background. Doom, 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 do 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 on the wrong instrument. Do 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 do. The trombone hitting it. Okay, I'm sorry. I went there. I went all the way there. I went all the way there. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, let me give you my J Essence, my cousin connection. I really got some work that I need to be knocking out right now. I'm knocking it out. I'm knocking it out. I am knocking it out. All right, so Cicely, for you, if you want to contact me, um, I will say it because it's later. Y'all, let me be honest with you. It's the holidays. Get you a Your Cousin Connection shirt. Get you a Rwanda is Home. Like, those are the best sellers. Um, the Hey Cousins. I need to get a hoodie. I need somebody to bring me a hoodie. Oh, the We Out hoodies. Oh my gosh, those are bomb. We Out, me too. Um, and then also I got some plans. I'm gonna probably come up with some new designs. I'm so cute in that picture right now. Shout me out on the red lipstick. Bam, 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 bam. Um, uh, I think we're done. Cicely, I wait. Let me go back. Cicely, enjoy talking to you. Deborah, every and each time. Respect, Cicely. Did I say Cicely? I said Sylvia. Girl, we gotta talk. Um, Maggie, we'll see. Uh, don't stop giving me my morning cups of sunshine, girl. I was loving that, but I know we also busy and stuff, and I do need to come by the farm. I have not forgotten. I'm trying, y'all. Prayers up. They say that the car is coming. They say the car is coming back to me. Prayer. Let me do this because this is real. It's real in these streets. It's real. I'm putting them all together. Let me cross them. Everything. Let it work. Let it be. Let it be. Whew. Child. That's real. For those of us who are here from the West that need someone to prepare their taxes, personal or business, my husband is an accountant. Also, okay, then I'm gonna say, text me as well, only because I will forget. But I need to put his information into my cousin connection network circle, so I'll take care of that too. Okay, baby, we'll do. All right, Mara. Yes, we're gonna say it. I will see you soon. I will see you. Last quick shout out for those who are there. I am doing, especially those who are coming. Do not be afraid to reach out to say, hey, let's meet, let's hang out, let's connect. Um, but I am doing Mondays. Every Monday, it's a Monday meetup at 11 a.m. at Sheila's Honey. I thank them from opening up the spot. So basically, in order to kind of hone that expat network or whatever, we are going to just create Monday meetups with Jay Essence, especially like a new expats and all that other stuff, to be able to come in, say hello, and just eat a nice little lunch and do that. And that really does help for people who are trying to acclimate or, get to know the people. Sometimes older expats will come in. Sometimes it might just be me and my mama. It is what it is. We're really trying it new. So we said that we were going to test it out for like 2 months to see how it goes, but just trying to create a, I guess, stable meeting space to make it happen. So Mondays, 11 a.m. We make it happen, baby. We make it happen. All right. I'm out. I'm gonna eat these mangoes and apples and bananas with a little bit of honey. Don't make fun of me. Tiger nut honey is the bomb. Mm, mm, mm. Tiger nut honey is the bomb. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, hey, hey. Mm, 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 mm. Much love to everybody.